So I never know how to actually start these videos. So we're just gonna start it without me doing an intro. This is just gonna be a very rookie makeup tutorial, but I have mastered this makeup tutorial over the past couple of days. I don't really do makeup like that. I've recently just got like really into it because I've just been bored and I've been wanting to do something. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna show you the tutorial. Not that anyone asked, but I just think for anybody who's starting out and wanting to do some makeup and doesn't have like these really expensive products, because ich habe das nicht. I don't have it. So I don't have very expensive products. So this is like an affordable rookie makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna start off with my brows. I have already shaped my brows. I did this, I can't remember when, but I did it recently. So I do not have to use this and my gel because I ran out of gel. So one up for me. But I am gonna just brush my brows so I get it to the shape I want, and you guys can do the same. If you want thin brows, if anyone's thinking of trying to do thin brows, I'm wearing one earring on this side, one. We'll just leave it at that because I don't like wearing an earring on this ear because it just pulls it down and it hurts a lot. So I cover it up like this, but I can't cover up because the hair is bothering me. This pin ain't helping at all. But yeah, we're gonna start with the brows. If you want thin eyebrows, I would recommend you use a thin eyebrow filter. Yeah, because it doesn't suit everybody. I had really thick eyebrows. Like even a year ago, and I just decided one day I wanted to do it. At first I was like, do I like it? Not really, but I've gotten used to it and I think it suits my face. Maybe. But this is the before, no makeup. I did just brush my brows though because my brows are a mess. So I'm brushing it like this. And I'm gonna use this Slay the Brow by Makeup Gallery to extend this brow a little bit because I feel like it's shorter than this one. That's my rookie mistake. And then I'm just gonna put some here because it's a brown color. It will look good. Disclaimer, there is some background noise because my family are doing their thing. So yeah, we're gonna start off with this then. I'm just gonna put some here, as I've said. I have to be quiet for this part. Yeah, it looks messy. I know. And yeah, I don't have all the brushes for everything. You know, in the future I'll do like a new routine. Pat it out, do 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 do. Now toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine. Heart, baby, bang it up. I'm not a fan of how much there is. It looks like I've got like, I don't know. Ich mag das nicht. I don't like it. I'm trying to use my cloth to like remove that line. Okay, yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's still there. I think I put too much. Don't worry, concealer will fix this up soon. Okay, that looks better. Dame de pasita. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna put a little bit on this one because I feel like this is my perfect brow compared to this brow. I just like putting some on the end here to straighten it. Because we don't want sisters, we want twins. Identical twins. Okay, now I'm going to use, it's very crusty. I've had this for so long because as I've said, I have not been using makeup like that. I had this since last Christmas, I think. And it's the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer in the shade I don't know. Sorry, but it's this one. Oh, and I use my fingers for this part because I just prefer how my fingers blended compared to the actual concealer brush, but that's just my preference. Okay, so I used to be so scared of using concealer because I thought it would make me look so gray. Again, rookie behavior, no? Okay, so we are going to put it at the top here because I want to straighten the brow, and here. And I'm going to put some here and a little bit here. I don't put any underneath it because I'm going to use highlighter at the end. But yeah, let's do the placements. Like that. Okay, I will put it on and then I'll come back because I don't want this video to be too long. Boo. Did I scare you? Yeah, so that's the only spots I put it on. Only, but it's like everywhere on my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna dab it all in with my fingers and I'll be back. Actually, maybe I shall show you this side of my face. And don't worry, it does look good when I go outside as well. I make sure I take pictures. And make sure you just dab it in really well. Or you use your concealer brush, whatever you prefer. No judgment. No judgment over here. Okay, so this is gonna look crazy, but the contour is gonna do the job, don't worry. I think it looks pretty good. Do I look gray? I know I look gray. I look gray, don't I? And in this, I like to, like, for this part, I like to... This mirror is pissing me off. Okay. I like to pull and then do it. This is for the smoky eye that I'm gonna do. Oh my god, I probably look like crazy. But yeah. That's why I like to extend it all the way down. But yeah, I don't like putting any here because I just feel like I don't like that look. That's the side of the face done. I'm gonna do the entire face and I'll be back. Boo. Do I look like a ghost now? Okay, so that's all the concealer blended in. And now I'm gonna go over with this again because some of my brows have some concealer on them and we don't want that. So, okie dokie. So I like to go in with my contour, but not now. I'm going to start with some cream blush. This is my favorite, and it's the Revolution You Can't Sit With Us Mean Girls edition. I don't know if they still sell these. I think they might do. I don't know, ich habe keine Ahnung, but it's this one. And I mix this and this together. And then I do it, and it's such a pretty color. It looks like this. And I just go do do do. So what I do it like a candy cane shape. I do it around here. On this side, I do the same. And then the excess with my, I use a brush for this part, don't worry. The excess I put on here on my T-zone, and then a bit on my nose, and then here. So my nose looks a bit highlighted now because I used concealer. I put some down here and here if you didn't see. So I'm gonna blend it in and I'll be back. I use this brush, by the way. I don't know if this is a blush brush, but I use this one. So this is it, like, blend it out. This is how I blend. I'm not patient with it at all. I feel like this side of my face takes up blush much easier than this side. But yeah, I might have to put a little bit more on this side. I have some on my fingers still. And now the excess I'm going to put here a bit. And then I put some on my nose. Can't really see it, so I'm going to put some. Don't worry, at the end of this, I'm going to go underneath the light so you guys can see how it actually looks, because my camera isn't the best. I'm using my phone, and I put some on here as well. And that is the product. And now I am going to use, I've got like my bronzer all over this. Nicht gut ist das. It's not good, it's not good. Sorry. Okay, I used the Halo Glow, nothing is sponsored, Halo Glow Beauty Wand contour. This is my favorite one, and it's the it's the darkest shade. This Halo Glow Elf, and it's quite pigmented. So I usually do go with my contour brush first. So I put some on my hand, and then I just, because it does mix with my blush, because sometimes I just like to, so I just need to make sure that there's contour in there, not blush. And I'm gonna start off and go on my forehead. I do this. And I go up that way. And I like to take it down. And then I go up here and here. Okay, so now that's just, just in case. Now I'm actually gonna put the actual thing on my, I'm gonna put a little bit. I'm gonna show you how I contour my nose. I use my fingers again to contour my nose because I feel like this brush is too big for my nose. Look at you, cool guy, got it. I see the parties and the diamonds sometimes when I close my eyes. 6 months of torture. What song is that? Okay. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but it looks way better in real life, guys. I promise. Yeah. Okay, now the lid is gone because it broke, but this is my favorite palette. I literally cannot tell you which one this is, but this is the highlighter. I literally just used this tiny part. This is a very loved palette, okay? This is what I use, and I use this after when I put like my powder blush on. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in with highlighter on my nose and then here where I didn't put any concealer. So I'm gonna start where I didn't go with concealer because it's easier to do with my nail tip because it just shows better. Yeah, do you see that? And it's so pigmented. It lasts like the entire night, I promise. I promise. And I just dab it. Oh, I dabbed it with the blush finger. This is what I hate when I use my fingers. That's why it's better to use brushes, guys. Use your brushes. Don't follow me. I actually need to learn what each brush is for. This one luckily says contour on it, so I just assume it's meant for that, which it is. So, and it works well. I don't use any powder either. I use this Studio setting spray. They have like different types of them, but I prefer the normal one. Do you see that? Yeah, and now I'm gonna put some on my nose. I love doing my nose. Guys, look at how pigmented that